There we go. Gotta make sure the game's gonna show up. Play standard? What nonsense is this? We'll do Tuesday. Let's just wait till everybody gets here. Exclamation point, no. Ha. Funny. I never moved out. I never moved on. It's way too early for 69 views. That can't be real. 69 people don't want to watch no Rivals? I love it. Just trolling me. I'm sure it's just trolling me. Hey, Snosberry. Hey, Save the World. Our opponent 1-2'd us. That's great. Love it. Love getting 1-drop, 2-dropped on the draw. Feels nice. Let's bring out our Tithe Taker boy. Derp. Derp-a-derp. Opponent's really torn on whether or not to use a removal spell on a Tithe Taker, and the answer is Chandra. We're going to Chandra. Okay. 1, 2, 3 with basic lands. Best draw the deck can put up. It better win. LV, hello. Welcome. Coward. Do I put out the Amara? I think we raise the alarm and then Unbreakable Formation is the play. Show the Chandra who's boss. Uh-huh. Well, we're facing a Rakdos deck that put up easily the best draw they could possibly have, so it's a rough day, but I guess we'll take it on. I guess we're going to have to Unbreakable Formation later. This is going to need to be dealt with. So we could do this. We could also take it, or some amount of it, an Unbreakable Formation, and then kill the Chandra? What is the opponent left with if they have 2 of these Butchers that are pumped up? And I'd rather have the 3rd power than the Tithe Taker then at that point, right? I mean, letting the Butchers get bigger is scary. I guess what am I trying to do? Draw Conclave Tribunal. I'll have a pair of 2/2s. 1 trades there. Can't block the other one. I guess I'll have the 1/1 flyer too. All right. Andrew Wankola is here. Hello. And Holy. Hello. Brave Uniform. Hi. That's right. Good that some of you know how to use the saxophone stuff. Oh, wow. Easily the best draw their deck could ever have in its life. Can't possibly draw better than that. But we'll see. Let's see. Lay it out. See what the opponent does. And the Gutter Bones. Must be nice. A shock. Just giving that the slow roll. There's no reason to do the activation now. You don't have to. Anyway. They're gonna take forever trying to figure this out. Or they're just gonna misplay it and tilt me. Either way, there's no point in staying. Let's try this again. They can't draw better than that. I never draw like that with a Rakdos deck. How about you guys? Have you tried the Rakdos deck? Do you get that draw every single time? Gutterbones, Dreadhorde Butcher, Little Chandra, another Dreadhorde Butcher, with all basic land, I might add. Throw a Priest in there. Is it good? Does it feel nice? Are you on the play when you do it? Seems good, man. Seems good. I feel like I have to post-rotation. What does that mean? I wanted to not play mono red, but you feel like you have to? I think mono red, so this is my take. You guys might not agree, but this is my take. I think mono red's going to be the worst it's been in a long time in this rotation. It's not as good as it was. Not even close. They have to draw a Cavalcade, or they have no game. If something happens to their Cavalcade, like if there's somehow a trade for it at a decent rate, they got nothing. They have to be on the play, or their whole deck is just a flurry of 1/1s that do close to nothing. It's really bad. People are still gonna play it because they don't know what else to do, but they're bad. Like, it's just bad. It's terrible Magic. Green decks are gonna curve out a lot better. They're going to have the Once Upon a Time, so they're going to do a lot better than the red decks for aggro, and thank God. But here's the thing about red. People are still going to play it, and every now and then you're going to get like turn 2 Cavalcade, turn 4 killed by little Chandra and Scampering Scorcher, and you're going to be like, I've got to play mono red. It looks so easy and so fun, but that doesn't make it good. What are the nice counters to Cavalcade? Are you talking about Cavalcade the deck or Cavalcade the card? Because that's one thing. I'm not asking you to counter the deck. What's a good on-curve answer to Cavalcade the card? Yeah, like, I think the only good answer to a good answer to the deck is just punish them for overexerting. Flame Wave is unbelievable against them. They don't even get their Cavalcade triggers. The one thing that's hard is if you have a deck that just doesn't have a nice clean approach to dealing with the Cavalcade itself. So if you can't kill all their creatures, they're gonna get their triggers. You have to come at it from either their creatures never get to attack, or your life total keeps increasing, or you can remove the Cavalcade itself at some kind of a reasonable cost, which, to be honest, there's not much for that. Fountain of Renewal is not an option. That's very funny. It was a bad option when it was around, too. Come on, land. Alright, see what you got. What you got? Am I going to play Gruul today? I don't know. It's Tuesday, so my subs can either choose the deck from the ones I have built, or they can build me a deck. Either way. So if you want to get on the Tuesday list, you can use this to submit a deck, or you can just say, put my name in the queue, and then I'll add you to the queue, and you get to tell me which of my decks to play. So my subs get to tell me what to play today. It's a baby. Why can't I land properly? Deck hates me. Deck absolutely hates me. This is every time I play tokens. This is why I rarely touch it, because I feel like the deck always has it out for me. It's just never doing the thing. Ever. Never doing the thing. It's always hurting my feelings. Sure. Trade it for half a Tithe Taker and half a Raise the Alarm. It's okay value. It's not the best, not the worst. Make flyers. Do stuff. Pick at them. Hey, Ripolato! Starting off the Twitch Prime subs for the day. And here's Nissa. Here to ruin my life. It's okay, actually. We'll be fine. We can Prison Realm her. We can also Unbreakable Formate and kill her. Tough choices. But if you don't draw the Convoke cards and you don't cheat on mana with this deck, it's so fair. So we've got to draw some Convoke cards, which we haven't done yet in either game. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You get nothing, Jon Snow. So I think we save this for either the second Nissa or a backup, and I think we make this play because it advances our board. We could attack with this, but there's no point. So I'm trying to make some Selesnya tokens do something for me. Just anything. Hey, Slithy, welcome. What do you know? Anybody call that? Pretty sure I called that. Well, if they attack, that's really aggressive. Trading these off for some like half a token. But I mean, okay, whatever. Freaking master of the universe over here. I'll just be over here being man screwed, it's fine. It's a land, I can't put it away. Can't send it home. Who wants some? Just you? I guess it's the only D's trade. Okay, the opponent's talking themselves into more. Sure. No, it's like this and this over here and take 8. Yeah. I guess I could have blocked with the third one just to prevent a shock from a real blowout there. That would have been a mistake. And a Paradise Druid. Okay, we need to keep adding to our board. It must be strong. It must be strong. I guess I have a lot of double white. I'm not exactly bottlenecked for green. Now, is there something to say for having a Tithe Taker or something else on the board I can trade, or do I just want more 1/1s? Next turn I can exile this with an Executioner if I can just deal with other things. 1/1. Yeah. Think stay mana efficient. Hey! Shinuri, you earned a free sub through quest mode. For those of you wondering how to sub without spending money, quest mode can do it. And yeah, Shinuri9 just demonstrated that. So thank you very much. Let's get some hype for the quest mode in the chat. Not one we see every day, but a pretty cool feature. MTG Nerd Girl taught me that one. Were we doing any spoiler unraveling? Well, it's Tuesday. Third Nissa. Third effin' Nissa. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? I do not like getting screwed over. I do not like getting mistreated. I don't think there's any way to leave enough things alive to counterattack this. But that's what I need to figure out. So I'm at 9. So I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to block here as well. If I can somehow have enough things alive that playing Tristani lets me kill the Nissa, I'm in a good place. I don't think I can. Well, wait, yes I can, right? So I can block here. One of these lives, one of these dies. This dies. This dies. We go to 1. We draw Tristani, make 2. We draw land, we play Tristani, we make 2 lifelinkers, and we can attack down the Nissa for 3. That's what we need. Dead. All right, that was a tilting start to the day. The deck just didn't do anything 2 games in a row. That was a horrible start. That just hurts. That just hurts. It's hurtful. I guess I need more land. Games like the second one can't happen. Games like the first one, we just got rolled. Maybe Unbreakable Formation isn't it. Maybe I just don't have time to play Unbreakable Formation. Maybe I'm supposed to be prison realming on turn 3 every game. That just feels like my deck sucks, to be honest. I guess I don't know what Gideon's really accomplishing here other than dodging sweepers. So maybe we can try it without Gids and just really push like some of these cards. Something like this. Run all the... Nah. I guess we just, yeah, play it like this. So we've got 22 lands, and we got 4 Flower Flourish. But my god. I just, ugh, this deck just leaves me feeling so bad. Hi, this is Standard 2020, Andrew. I need you to get up to date with the times. Because we don't run Ixalan's Binding in Standard 2020, it rotates. So I need you to join the new century here on Magic Arena, which are these Standard 2020 events, which don't include any cards that are rotating next week. Join us in the new world. All right, guys, it's Tuesday. Hand up if you are in the queue. Hand up if you are in the queue. Let's see if somebody can save us. Does 2020 have a mill build? Yes, in fact, I made a video about that today, so sub to my YouTube. There's a video coming out with that in 2 days. Save the World has their hands up, but they say they can't save me. Good, great. So Save the World, where are you? Yep, you're on the list. Let's see what deck you've brought us, and if it's a 2020 list or if we have to modify. You should be able to see the deck list on the Aether Hub deck extension right now. What do we got? That didn't work. Wow. Failed really hard at exporting. Okay, export to Arena, copy to clipboard. It will not take it. Will not take it. Your deck is not accepted. Deck failed to import with the following message. No message. What's the frickin' problem? Huh? What's the problem? I'll try copying it carefully. Let me have a look at this. Apparently this isn't 2020. Let's have a look at the deck. Maybe I'll just have to reject it. Oh. Yep, not touching it. I will try to brew some 2020 Vamps, but nope. Nope, this deck is not going to be played. This deck is rejected. But in your honor, I'm going to brew up some Vamps for 2020. They're probably not going to be great, but we can at least see what's still there. Alrighty. What's left? What's left of our beloved vampire tribe? Hey Blank, how you doing? Who's a vampire? Who's the good little vampire? Where's the vampire? Where's our vampire? Where's our vampiric friend? Do we have any? I could just type it in, but Yeah, I guess I have to, huh? Okay, no white vampires. All the white vampires die. They're all gone. So we've got Knight of the Ebon Legion and Vampire of the Dire Moon, which I think those two are your rock stars. Then we have the ugliest batch of 2-drops I think I've ever seen, but I'm going to, you know what? I think we're going to try some black-blue vamps. Because I know that there is at least one blue vampire. White still has Cruel Celebrant, Pitiless Pontiff, and this Sorin. But over here we have Etrata the Silencer and Nightvale Predator. Yeah, baby! Now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. Let's go ahead and grab this. And then we're going to want some surveilling stuff to play with the rest of this. I don't know I'm actually running 4s of all these, just so you know. And we'll, you know, we'll haunt the frickin' high tower. Nah. No, we won't. Who am I kidding? All right. None of these really do it for me. This is fine. This is great. Connive Concoct can keep bringing back the things we needs. Nothing wrong with that. And we can run a Lazav who can turn into a vampire, I guess. So, what are we doing here? Maybe the life gain aerialist thing is just bad. Snitch, Legion, Noon, like all of that seems fine. But I think the aerialist is a bad card, especially into Teferi meta. How many Etratas do we really run? I don't know. This card can be really good in a lot of spots. Like, against any creature deck, this card is rock solid. But against control decks, it's trash. I just think control decks are pretty bad, but people are playing them anyway, which is frustrating. Definitely don't need that much snitching, or that much dire mooning, or that much blood operativing. And maybe I don't need a Lazav, but I'm gonna keep one around. Maybe 2 Connive Concoct is fine. Let's take a look at this. So our assertive plays, we have 10, 11 assertive plays in the first 2 turns, as well as Thought Erasure, that's good. 8 4-drops is kind of bad, but you've gotta hope that you're playing one on turn 3 with Sorin to fill in the curve. Blood Operative is fine. Discovery Dispersal is just to smooth out your deck, but also function as removal. For 5 mana, move something out of the way. Sorin plus Nightvale Predator is pretty badass, because you get to keep growing your hexproof threat. And Connive Concoct can get back your Predators if they do manage to kill it. So I think this is really a Nightvale Predator deck. Alright. Time to tech this mana base. Pimp my mana base. What? 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 No. 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 No, not what I was trying to do at all. What about Death Touch Vraska then? Why? Just because we have Death Touch creatures doesn't make that card playable. It's more playable than it normally would be, and it is still unplayable. So that should tell you to forget the card exists. That's what that should tell you. Dimir Vampires. Alright. Let's get it on. I like these events. These events are exactly what I want to be able to play a deck in, which is like 3 wins or 2 losses, whichever comes first. Cross your fingers. Can we take it with a Dimir Vampire list? Why not Gingerbread Sleeves? Laziness. Strictly lazy. Lock it in. Lag. Is it our opponent? Or is it something else? Scry to the top. On erase you. Oh boy! All the fun in the world. So usually here, I've been taking away Circuitous Root, the card that kind of fixes their mana, because otherwise they have to actually find white mana to be good at anything. They have 2 growth spirals, so taking that doesn't really work for me. I guess I need the land. I can't remember if they scried top or bottom. Alright. Geez, I wonder what you're going to do. Let's see if we can make them panic with another Thought Erasure. Nope. Time Wipe's annoying though. Actually deals with Night Veil Predator, so that can't be happening. And now we've had enough land. Hit him. You may as well concede. The Vampire of the Dire Moon is basically death touching you. Yep, found the white mana like easy mode. Oh look, it's Teferi. You're gonna bounce the Vampire? May as well. May as well. Sorin. Pretty good. Lets us get a few more things onto the battlefield. Let's see opponent Prison Realm the Sorin, which is unfortunate, but we get the Predator down. Okay, they let me untap with Sorin. Are they just... Did they draw another Time Wipe? Is that what we're looking at here? I bet it is, so let's just make the opponent play it. We'll save our +1/+1 counter for post-combat. Okay, you get a zombie, but it dies. Yeah, Growth Spiral. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that still wouldn't have got... No, if they had 5... Alright. Let's make our opponent find the Time Wipe. They do has the mighty... It has the mighty Blast Zone, so we're gonna have to make this quick. Why do I play Magic? Why do I subject myself to this game when I'm just going to get, like, ultimately top decked over and over and over? It's been a horrible couple of days. Like, I mean, horrible. Let's play the Knight. It's gonna get Prison Realmed anyway, right? But yeah, we've lost this game. No need to stick this one out. Oh no, I've had two ugly days of Magic, and it just keeps happening. Like, I just keep on getting absolutely smoked by forces well out of my control. So I've got to get it out of my way, and then we can carry on and have fun. Mono red players deserve to never win games. But people would say the same thing about me, mister, so it's okay. I really don't know what I'm up against. I guess the right play is to get vampires online. Okay. Well, we're on the draw, so we can't win. We'll try to take away the feather at least. Yep. So our opponent only has 2 land. But they have this creature that they get to use these effects with multiple times. I have no removal spell. Yeah, it's gotta be the feather. This is not terrible because they can't just kill it, but I don't have the land. But I do have the Sorin. Pretty sure game is just over, though. Our opponent will be able to scry a lot. They'll find another land, no problem. All right, what you got now? They have a Thrash threat. They'll be able to clear the Vampire just fine. The Sorin won't kill it, but then we play the Predator and hope that that will get the job done, at least to kill something. All right, down to 8. Comeback time. So I could play the Sorin to play it out, but I think I'm better off just casting you. Now the opponent does have the God's Willing, that's a pain. May as well get this point of damage in. I guess it kills it either way. So then down comes God's Willing. This is a 6, but it doesn't die. Then what? I have to Knight of the Ebon Legion, Death Touch this big thing, and I'm at 6. And then this comes down, and that can be lethal with one other spell. The other option is to play Sorin. We do have to get the God's Willing cast. We don't have a choice. We gotta go for that. Keeps on top, has to be lethal then. So pump the Knight, block the Legionnaire is the only real hope here. It's the only actual play. And then what do I need? I need another Vampire off the top. I guess I need to get this on the board. Might have made a big difference in the game if I had gotten this on the board earlier. If I had played it and also minus the for. Start here. Yeah, I should have played the Sorin earlier. It would have at least occupied an attack from our opponent. Yeah, they got it. All right, vampires are dead. Spinner goes 0-2 with your requests. That was not good. Not Spinner. Ugh. Save the world. You failed to save the world. That was horrific. 0-2. All right. Battlecry has a deck. Let's see what Battlecry's got for us. See if Battlecry can be the hero we need. Oh. A Wilderness Reclamation deck. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You seem like the resident combo player. Yeah, this could make a fun YouTube video. Maybe I'll work on it a bit. Alright, anything I don't love here? Better do this. Wouldn't want comments. Wouldn't want to tilt the comments. 2 Nivs, 4 Ralls. Yeah, all this. I feel like I've seen this list. Is this yours or is everybody copying you? All right, to battle. Come on, teamer. Save me. Two anticipates, a growth spiral, a Rowl. Alright. Pretty sure that's exactly where you want to be. Did we get to go first? That would be a first for like a while. Am I on the play? Well, I haven't played with the Reclamation deck in this event yet. Nope. No, we wouldn't go first. That just doesn't happen. And it was Simic Flash, so we lose. Tempting to have the shock available there, but still want to play my stuff on their turn just to see if it will occupy them. So I want to start dropping my 4-drops. Like, this is their Sinister Sabotage turn. I don't want to give them that. Like, I don't want to play into a Sabotage, but starting next turn when they have Frilled Mystics and they have Nightpack Ambusher, that's when you want to start casting things into it and forcing them to react to you. So I'm going to take this turn off to Anticipate. Anticipate Scryland, get set up for next turn. Zap. Resolves. All right. Anticipate. Take another shock. So like I said, we don't want to let them play an ambusher, so we want to try to resolve something. It's just about whether or not do I want to have shock available or do I want to be in position to play around Quench next turn. If they had a Quench, would we have seen it yet? No. It does feel like if a Mystic comes down, I have to get rid of it right away, just because they can bounce it and do all kinds of mean things with it. Yep. Still doesn't deal with a... Flame Sweep doesn't deal with the big wolfy friend, so... I think we have to push this, try to keep their mana busy. Really would love for that to be a Chemister's Insight here. Double Mystic, rude. And here's the Temple of Mystery punishing us for last turn. Although I guess I can draw that. Maybe I can use that to get a wolf too. Maybe we'll try to set it up to get a wolf. Come on, play a wolf. It's unfortunate. Wow, 3 permanents I would have loved to draw. And none of which I can resolve because all of them are sorcery speed. I'll take Drawn from Dreams because it has the most potential to do more. Still think I should save this for if the wolf comes out. Getting absolutely destroyed though. It's really starting to be annoying in here. I mean, it was annoying before, it's getting worse. Like, this is really bad. Like, I experiment with Chemister's Insight. Things just never lined up for me, ever. But here I am getting wrecked by it. See, if I just pass, they do this again. I can't really punish. So, let's see if we can draw out with Shimmer. I'm sure they don't counter it though. You just kind of have to back build and try to get there. Okay, thank God you have some Chemisters in your deck. This was getting really obnoxious. Okay. Let's pass to our opponent's turn so this doesn't grow. Sweep them. Mm-hmm. That resolved. So we can copy the Drawn from Dreams, or we can copy the Negate and negate the Negate. I don't think either matters too much. Okay. They're so scared of Drawn for Dreams, they're going to scoop. I'm pretty stunned. I feel we were still tremendously behind. Maybe they're having as bad a day as I was and just... like, no, something didn't go my way. Run away. Run to the hills. Oh my God. All right, try that. If that was the last counterspell, what's left in the hand? Probably all kinds of awesome creatures. I mean, it wasn't land. Still doesn't make sense. I feel like I don't need this. I feel like it also can't hurt. This is one of those weird things where I'm not sure if I take this or not, but okay. Why not? Yay for turn 1 tanking. Good old Scrylands. We both keep on top. Think a lot about keeping something on top that we were going to draw anyway. Welcome back to Magic. Wilderness Wreck is here, which is a key card. 3 lands to the bottom though scares me. Might miss a land drop if we don't find one in the top 4 or 5 here. Opponent on Elementals, I think that's really good for us. I'm going to main phase the Anticipate just in case it's a tap land, because if we had played our shock land and anticipated on their turn and found a tap land, we would not have been able to make our play on turn 4. So think about it, ya guys. Think about it. That's pretty sweet, I think. We're talking about food. What are y'all eating? Who has food on their desk right now, or at their workstation or whatever? 5 color? 4 or 5 color elementals, perhaps? All right. Big plays abounding. The clock is running, but we should be able to get there. You won a second gift card from Jim Davis. Congrats. Well, copying a Neoform won't do me much good. Leafkin, sure. Get those triggers. We can do spoilers. I don't know. Do people want to do spoilers? Are you the only person asking for it? You're the only one who's asked for it so far. If you get some people on your side, you know, do a campaign, you can let me know. If you get enough people interested, we can definitely do something fun. Not minding either way is the same as saying nothing, so don't bother. That's true. Is that just the kill? Is that infinite? I think it is, right?
I've flown on Gale Force Wind. Meeting you will be I have just the thing to take you out for good.
So trigger on, make a red. Resolve. Shock you. Target. Expansion. Target. Expansion. So this is an infinite combo for anybody who hasn't seen it. But when you can minus your RAL and keep expansioning on the expansion on the expansion, you can create this stack that just goes over and over, and every time it goes through, the RAL deals another damage to the face. So it's just game. Definitely can't read chat while I'm operating the combo. Just so you know. Tagging me is effectively doing nothing right now. Doesn't mean you can't do it. Go ahead, tag me. Go ahead. All you like. And the opponent scoops it up. Whew. Now I'll try to get to it. I love how the board wipe giant alternate. Okay, I haven't seen it, so I'm not even gonna read it. What else we got? Expert piloting. We'll try. How many people wanted to do spoilers? You have like 2 people on your side. We'll try to do it between events. We'll try to do it between events. All right, we got 2 wins. Can we pick up a 3rd? Ooh, game 3. We could 3-0. Deck could be the nuts. The fact that it has a kill you, just win combo on turn 5 is pretty great. Like, With the right draw, if the opponent just doesn't interact, they can get their face comboed off. Who is playing? Is it Stevie Vi? Not that, no, I don't think so. This is Myron, Clear Eyes, Clear Skies. Well, that doesn't look keepable. That looks like a slap in the face with RNG. Certainly they listened to plenty of Stevie Vi before doing this track, I'm sure about that. I have no idea if this card's any good here. I also have no idea if our opponent has green mana. I know I want the Chemister's Insight, it can undo a mulligan, but the Raw? The Reclamation? I think we just let Raw go. I could be wrong. Let the party begin. See, if I draw a green source, I'm going to want to play this next turn, so maybe I'm supposed to shock this now. But shocking myself to do that's a net negative on life. Let's dig for a green source with the Temple. We could always shock ourselves or play an untapped red source and kill this next turn if we find the green source. Awesome article, thank you. You're going to try Midnight Hour, awesome. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the new article, I put up 9 decks with Throne of Eldraine cards. Lots of brewing. What are your thoughts on adventure cards in the Feather deck? No. My thoughts are probably not good enough. They don't seem like decent buff spells to me. If you look at the cards that the Feather deck plays, they're already a lot better than those cards. Mana cost matters. Never look at a card and say 1 more mana for the same effect as a 1 mana card and I get an adventure. No, that's not how you look at pump spells. Pump spells are all about what you can have available at the right time. And you'll never have the right card available at the right time if you're paying more mana than you should. Wow, our opponent figured out how to play turn 2 Dreadhorde Butcher. What a piece of garbage. Alright. Let's keep trying to find green mana. Yeah, they're just too busy to be bothered clicking on things. Just take this person's Magic account. Maybe they're a streamer who isn't in Twitch Rivals, who has to respond to chat. But more likely they're just, you know, occupied. Okay, they develop their Knight. Knight gets stronger, that's nice. Let's go searching for green. I mean, I guess I'll take this. We're just gonna get mana hosed out of the game. I mean, we dug as much as we could. We scried to the bottom, we anticipated. Like, what more could you do? We're 15 cards deep without a green source. General Kenobi? What's General Kenobi? What are you talking about? I can't live, right? Flame Sweep won't do it. Nothing will do it. We're just dead. We have Root Snare in the deck? To my knowledge, we don't have Root Snare in the deck. We haven't drawn it one time. Have you guys looked at the deck list, or are you just saying words? Yeah, 0 root snares. Battlecry's too cool for root snare for some reason. Oh, this was horrible. Ah! I'm sick of getting beaten down. Battlecry, why no root snares? Please justify. Seems too slow. Seems way too slow without root snare. Like, if we hadn't gotten lucky the game before and drawn the infinite combo when we did, like, we basically ripped it off the top, then we would have lost that game too, and it would have been a slow draw. I do not discuss sideboards. All right. Sideboards is called the S word on this channel. I don't know. When your opponent shows you a mountain, do you keep a shock when they don't play a 1-drop? You might have a war boss. Seems like I should keep it. Seems like shock's a terrible... I mean, I get that it's part of the combo, right? So that's why we have to have that. But root snare can set off the combo too. Like, you just need something to copy anything. That includes root snare. So 1,000 Year Storm is still a bad Magic card since we talked yesterday, PJ man. A fun card, but I mean, if you play it in ranked, you deserve to be in. You deserve bronze tier, forever. It's an unranked card. We're playing ranked. Hey, I didn't say what win rate you'd have, PJ man. I said what you deserve. And I know I'm right. You could tell me you have a 100% win rate. Wouldn't mean anything to me. You deserve to be in bronze forever for playing 1,000 Year Storm. I know I'm right. The opponent lacks blue. All right. My turn. Sure. Could eliminate that, but I don't think that's the play. I think we just go for it. Yeah, I can be a bully sometimes, but I mean well. And you don't have to agree with me, it's okay. Just because I say it doesn't mean I'm right. But I think I am, that's all. Just like about anything you might be really opinionated on out there. What do you guys think? Do I just kill this thing to buy more time? I've got all this card draw. Or do I just try to combo? My opponent's going to have 7 power. I'll have 12 life, which means I get 2 turns to go for it. I mean, that's pretty tough. Plus the conduit is never going to survive, so we have to do it the same turn as the conduit. Okay. I'm just going to try to go for it. But yeah, a second ambusher would it make it lethal? No. No, it wouldn't. It'd just be 9. Not the end of the world if there's a second ambusher. Well, wait, if they play down end step, yeah. You gonna add mana? I guess I should draw my cards before they get their mana back. Flame Sweep could be a bailout. Wonder why they paused my upkeep. So, what we'll try to do here is we're gonna -2. We'll Flame Sweep. That'll either sweep away their threat, or they'll play a second Ambusher, in which case we can copy our Flame Sweep, and then kill all of them. Opponent might be thinking about a shock here on the Raw. Why does it have to be a second Ambusher? It definitely does not have to be a second Ambusher. I don't see anything to imply that he had that, other than imagination. You can be prepared for it, but I wouldn't have played around it necessarily, if that makes sense. All right, so here there's going to be 7, 8, and 9. We could double draw with the Insight and try to set up that way, or we could just sweep up the board. Our opponent's gonna have like a lot of mana going in here with. They could just kill us if they have an explosion. So let's do this. It's not Gruul Reclamation, they're both Teamer. Our opponent's just been missing blue mana. I think it's safe to say that it's really close to the list that was. I don't remember who it was, but somebody was playing a list with 2 Night Pack Ambushers in the main earlier today in the tournament. Okay. Really curious if you've got the bee's knees here. The Nutter Butters, no? They don't have it. And we don't have mana for Niv. We can Explosion for 6. We can also just draw a bunch of cards, which I think I like a lot better. We could Drawn from Dreams, hit a land, anticipate, or anticipate, then Drawn from Dreams. I guess I don't really want to grab a land with the Drawn from Dreams, but it does make me a lot more likely to find the land. Let's tap it like this. It's also a really risky play to run the Drawn of Dreams into, but they don't have this or they would have just bolted me for a million, so. They don't have it. They have that. It's fine. Fine little card. I don't know why they wouldn't do that, like, with all their extra Wilderness mana, though. They had an option to play that card for free, just didn't take it. So there's our land. Here's another expansion. Oh, we got a donation. $20 from Dr. Adam and a deck. I know who's going next. I know who's on deck. Let me finish this turn, my brain. I'll play your sound effects in a second. Big brain play's got to go on here. Okay, we can hold here. We're dead to if they found Expansion Explosion in their top couple cards, because we can't stop it. But we should be able to win if we get to untap from this. Okay. $18's a lot. But I have the combo. So we're not going for Niv, we're just going for the combo. Let's see what sticks here. Should keep the land. Might matter. Might matter. All right, hold on to your butts.
I never back down from a challenge.
They've got something.
I have just the thing to take you out for good.
So at this point we can go off if the opponent tries to do anything, so maybe we don't go for it here. Although I guess we have to because the ability is going to expire. But we should play something out to copy and then we can respond by copying something else. So let's make it shock. All right, still gotta do this now. Pew pew. Expansion, what? My expansion? To do what? You should expansion the shock. You should point the shock at the Raw. That's what they should do. Is that what you're doing? Okay. Well, let's see if we can find another expansion in response. So they drew that. They had lethal. They didn't play it. The opponent just didn't lethal. They could have just blown me away. Pretty weird. What's better, the Flame Sweep or the Wilderness Reclamation? Another Reclamation's big mana. That could matter a lot. We might need it to do all the damage we need to do. But Flame Sweep could keep, well, Flame Sweep doesn't do much on its own. Alright, Growth Spiral. One more shot at this expansion. Miss. I'm not going to see any more cards, right? Okay. So if I don't see any more cards, I may as well play you. I wonder why the opponent just didn't kill me, though. So now we may as well copy the shocks. Because the infinite combo isn't doing anything. Wish I had that Niv back now. That was a mistake. But our opponent leaves this turn at 5 with 1 card in hand. Can they kill me? Okay, maybe they really just don't know how to use Wilderness Reclamation. Let's try Shimmer. Wow. It's an interesting group of cards. How about some cards that aren't lands, huh? Getting close. So close here. Still potentially dead to top decks if the opponent knows how to use them. Seems good. Why don't you use Narset? That looks like a really fun card. Yeah, I shouldn't have lost this game. I should have held on to the Niv. I got obsessed with the combo because, well, Battlecry said it's all in on combo. And it got me a little tunnel visioned, but I get what he meant. I just missed the bus. It was my fault. Uh-huh. So, whether or not this deck is good, I don't think matters. I think what matters is it's the most annoying thing to play I've had in quite a while. The amount of tapping is absolutely mind-numbing. I think it doesn't help that we're in a mirror. You can't protect anything in the deck, PJ man. That doesn't make it bad. I don't like defending Narset is not the point. If it were a different Planeswalker, I would agree with you. Because some Planeswalkers have to be on the turn to gain value, but Narset gets something right away and it constrains what the opponent can do. So if they're not putting pressure on you, Narset takes away from their game plan. That's why I think it would actually help. Wow, what a god. What a god. It's just... Our opponent top deck 2 straight explosions. They miss lethal the first time, then they figure out how to use it. I feel absolutely shafted. 100% shafted. Alright, I hate that deck. I really do. So, like... I get that you just want to play all in on combo, but no. Just hell no. And Flame Sweep? What's the point of that? Just snare him. Just snare him. 100% snare him. 100,000,000% here. Maybe something like that. Also Drawn from Dreams? I think that's a terrible card. Niv is cool. I like the Niv. I would run something closer to this. I'd run something closer to that, in my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. Some people want spoilers. All right. I'm in no mood for singing. I am sick of getting steamrolled. I am in no mood for jank, and I'm in no mood for singing. All right. Holy unsubbed? Thanks, Holy. All right, we'll do some spoilers. It'll be fun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, ignore that. It's left over from last time. MTG Nerd Girl is... Oh, check out shout out MTG Bot. I was about to say, playing no game. That's not MTG Nerd Girl. She games. Oh my goodness. Realm Cloak Giant. So I already saw this card. 5 mana Wrath of God, destroy all non-giant creatures, which interestingly includes the giant. And then 5 white, you get a 7/7 mythic vigilant creature. I want to be on for Thursday. We'll see how fandom goes. I might be too exhausted. I usually lose the will to live after a bad tournament, so if it goes decently, well, we'll see. Maybe I'll feel like not starving, keeping me busy would make me feel better. We'll see. Realm Cloak Giant is a this card is fine. People are excited about this. I don't really know why. It's a Wrath for 5. I think Time Wipe is better. Kaya's Wrath is obviously better. Ritual of Soot is probably better against most things. I don't know why anybody is excited about this card. It's fine. Like, you can run it once or twice, but, like, Awakened Planar Outburst, I would argue, is reasonably comparable, and nobody really cared about Awakened Planar Outburst. Planar Outburst had a very low impact on the format it was printed in, and there were a lot more creatures and a lot less Planeswalkers there. If this said destroys all creatures and Planeswalkers, it would be a good card. This is not, as it sits, a very interesting or decent card, to be honest. It's a great limited card. It is the limited nuts, but it's not even a good best of one card. It doesn't actually address the problems you need to address. Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers matter. Big combos, big value. Turn 5, if you're relying on a Wrath on turn 5, you know what your opponent is doing? They're setting up an engine, and it's going to destroy you. Or you're already dead. I think it's in this mid-rangey, I think this card lives in a mid-range world that doesn't exist. That does not exist in a Field of Dead / hyper aggro meta, ramp meta. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. I think it should be a mythic just for limited. I think just because of its impact on limited, it has to be mythic though. I think 100% limited has to be a mythic. If this were just a rare, you'd have to play around it all the time. It would be so many feels bads. Like, it's so epic and limited. All right. What else you got? What else you got? Any other spoilers for me? Any other things you'd like to share so I can crap on them and tell you they're not as good as you think they are, or that I can be like, it's amazing? Haven't seen this one. Haven't seen this one coming to us from the Holy Man. Lucky Clover, 2, Artifact. Whenever you cast an adventure, instant, or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. I don't know if there's enough adventures that we can hide in one deck. You know what I mean? So maybe black, like there's Foulmere Knight, there's Order of Midnight, there's Murderous Rider, that's decent. Beanstalk Giant, that's okay. And this curves pretty well with Beanstalk Giant. So maybe there's a green and black adventure deck. It does kind of it does open up this adventure theme deck mechanic, which is pretty fun. I don't think it's good. It's jank tier, to be honest, but I don't know. Actually, if Cavalcade can lead to wins, this could lead to wins too. It is really cheap. It is not easy to necessarily deal with. It's only an uncommon. There's got to be an adventure theme deck. I just don't think that deck will be good. It'll be very value oriented, but that's not really what Standard is about anymore. Value is kind of dead in Standard. It's all about endgame. So, it's a neat card though. I'm glad it exists. It means that I can play with some adventure-themed decks. I'm gonna move on to Johnson's suggestion, which I also have not seen before. So this is Castle Ardenvale. It is a land. When Castle Ardenvale enters the battle tapped, unless you control planes. Tap for white, 2 white tap, create a 1/1 human creature token. Well, it's exciting. Keldrone Outpost and Counterpost were my jams back in the day. And it doesn't say basic planes, it says any planes. So if you have a Temple Garden, this enters the battlefield untapped. I think this is good. I think that they're finding something to do with lands other than just make it produce 2 colors. And it's playable in a multicolored mana base. And I like it. I don't know how many you can run. That'll take some testing. In a format with Once Upon a Time, where you can play with Once Upon a Time for early selection, maybe 1 or 2 of these is what you should run in like your aggressive needs to curve out decks. I'm excited to play it in a control deck, even though it won't be a great finisher. This This does have the effect of, like, you don't have to answer absolutely every single play your opponent makes for the rest of the game. Anything that can be chump blocked or traded for your 1/1s, you now don't have to top deck the answer for it with control. You can grind out value. So I like it a lot. I like it mostly for the absolute love of control decks because I'm gross and sick and I have a problem. But I ran Counterpost a lot back in the day, Keldrone Outpost, an all counterspell deck and Wrath deck where Keldrone Outpost, which made 1/1 creatures like this, was your only win con, and I'm gonna do it again. Just you wait. You guys got some more for me? Going once. Going twice. One more. All right. Haven't seen this one before either. This is Escape to the Wilds. This is a 3 red-green sorcery. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play cards exiled this way until the end of your next turn, and you may play an additional land this turn. So this is like a one-shot Golos. I would... Until the end of your next turn. That's a big deal. It's like light up the stage. It's not the end of this turn. It's the end of next turn. It's decent. It requires a very certain deck. I'm not sure exactly the deck that might be. Maybe it's not the worst in Reclamation if you're back building, but it is pretty slow. It's a very fat light up the stage. I don't think you want this in an aggro deck, for example, at all. I think you want this in some kind of a combo deck where if you get to untap next turn, you just win. But in most situations, you're taking a turn off to ramp 1 and set yourself up for a big turn 7. The format's probably too fast. Hey PJ man, you're trying to derail me while I'm talking about spoilers by asking about things that have nothing to do with the spoiler talk. I know you're curious, but that's not very nice. All right. But I will answer your question in a moment. It's about spoilers, but it's not about the card we're talking about. Do you understand what I mean? All right. So, just talking about this card. Nah. So, it's a turn slower than Reclamation, where you're really trying to go off on turn 5. It really is trying to prolong a game. And I think that the format's too fast. But this might be part of a combo deck somewhere down the line. Let's see. All right, do you think a prison deck will see play? Okay, so check out my article, PJ Man. I wrote about one. I already brewed one. I don't know if it will actually be good, but it'll be worth trying. But read my article. There's one in there. Please refrain from calling cards garbage if they're not actually garbage. It's not garbage. It's contextual. If both players are in a stall and you play this, it could be a total blowout. So that's not garbage. If it were like a 3-3 for 5 with no abilities, I would call that garbage. It's just too situational. All right, let's move along. So we've got a deck coming up. Did it get added to the list? I don't think so. I've got to go find Dr. Adam's deck. Did anybody add Dr. Adam's deck to the list? I don't see it. There it is. I found the deck. All right, let's open that up. Thank you very much for the $20 tip, by the way. So, oh my gosh, this is really close to something I brewed earlier today. Oh wait, this isn't new standard though. Well, you tipped $20. Anybody who over tips, I'll play whatever the hell you want me to. No, it's all right. You the boss. All right, gotta relaunch the arena. You make me play Momer if you tip enough. I think my line might be about 20 bucks. 20 bucks for a Momer run. Otherwise, I don't think I would ever touch that format. Decks. Import. So this is, what would we call this? Dreadhorde Invasion, Dreadhorde Butcher, Death Baron, Midnight Reaper, Rotting Regisaur. It's a zombie deck. 2 Tyrant Samut Smasher. I guess that goes with Command. Kind of goes with Invasion. I can see that. Let's sleeve up. Shall we flex on them? What's the white mana for? 4 Sorens and 2 Oath of Kaya? I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy that, but we'll give it a try. We'll try it as it is before I'm judgy. Before I get all judgy about it. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I need to update the spreadsheet because you weren't on the spreadsheet. Dr. Adam, thanks again for that donation, man. That's really generous of you. I meant to hit all the buttons and celebrate, and I was in some kind of a difficult turn, so I didn't do it. So I owe you some buttons. Ready? You guys ready? Chat, you ready for the buttons? You have bought your ticket to CGB's
House of Pleasure.
And here we go. I like this hand. Not gonna lie. I kind of want to do some brutality on a Regisaur. I built a Rakdos deck earlier today that's very similar to this deck. It had Invasion, it had Rotting Regisaur, had Widespread Brutality. Wasn't Mardu though. When and how can I suggest a deck for you to play? Well, you can follow these. You can follow these instructions, but in a nutshell, get a link to the deck you want to play. It can be my deck, it can be your deck, it can be whatever deck you want. But make a link to the deck that you want me to play and put it here in chat, and I'll put it on the sheet. And then away we go. Once a month, subs get the privilege. It's gonna hurt. Play that feather. Play the feather. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I mean, if you attack, I'm blocking you. You might even Reckless Rage your thing. I don't mind. Uh-huh. You have a God's Willing on top of that? Like, oh my god. Okay. Yep. Yep, you are made of perfection. Congratulations to you. So what do you think? Do we let the opponent play something else first? I think we do. I think the opponent will want to attack the Tyrant Smasher, but who knows? That's pretty good. Let's try to set up a better brutality. Yep, play it out. Play all your toys. They're not reckless raging. Seems a waste of a Legionnaire, but whatever. Oh, it's just scared of Samut that much. I didn't actually think they'd attack Samut. I wouldn't have. Meow. Double God's willing? Not today. Got him. 1-0. Nice. Thanks for the follow. Hodai Cloud? I think so. So if they had played, I don't know, they were pretty greedy. If they'd use a Reckless Rage there, I couldn't have killed off their 10th District Legionnaire. But hey, you make a play amusing. That is the height of compliments, Ape Chow. Thank you. If anybody is considering subbing to the channel, by the way, you can do it for half price this month only. September is here. So, half price subs, limited time only. Get them while they last. I have no idea. Do I get rid of a Baron or do I get rid of another Angrath? What's more valuable? Victory! Got him! They mulliganed, it was over. 2-0! Just kidding, we're not gonna count that. That don't count. My deck is amazing. Apparently, the intimidation factor is off the hook, bro. Epic. Epic gamer moments only here today. Turn 0 kill. OTK. Ignite the sleeves. That's what level 100 feels like. I'll show those scrubs how to like be flossing and shining. Yeah, this is a better hand than the one we just mulliganed into that we didn't get to play out. Hi. Hi there. How are you today? Thank you for this 2 damage. Well, depending what their hand is like, if they just curve out, we lose. If they don't, we win. So, check for that God draw. Hey, Carpaxia. Can a mod add that to the Battle Cry or Holy? I think have access. Can one of you add Carpaxia's deck request to the spreadsheet for me? Pretty please. Hey-ya. We're just gonna butcher things. Big turn 3. Fairy. Well, the opponent didn't have the 3-drop. They didn't have to Fairy Hero of nothing. Time Raveler. They didn't have the Hanged Executioner. And they're passing the turn. Seems like some kind of a negate type play. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Okay. I've been deposed, homies. So I'm new here, but what are the requirements for deck requests? Here are instructions of how to submit your deck, but basically put your deck list on AetherHub, give me a link to it, and I will play it once a month for being a sub, as a thank you to my subs and patrons and financial supporters. I can't tell in chat if you are a patron. So if you support me on Patreon and you want your deck played, please remember to say something. Like, I'm a patron is an example of a thing that can be said. So I want to play the Sorin and get all that lifelink going. But I think we just keep building up the squad. If I play Angrath, the opponent might attack the Angrath. Is that better than playing out the Baron? Spell Pierce is still in the format I'm playing right now. So is Unsummon. I think Spell Pierce is more frequently seen though. All right, keep it coming. And make sure it can handle red aggro. Good advice from Ape Chow. That's not in the fine text, but if you watch the channel much, you know that the quickest way to make me really unhappy with your deck is to give me a deck that just rolls to red aggro. Well, going off. We got all these flyers. They do all these things. Now our opponent might have like Dovin's Veto. Healer's Hawk. That's really funny. I've seen you do that before, but every time I see that nerd girl, like just the two of us slapping Boofy in the head makes me laugh. We'll go for the Sorin. The lifelink could really swing things here and keep a rally of wings from blowing us out. You've had a good couple of play standard events with a mod of Sultai Mill deck. So I did a Demir mod of that deck today for Mill, and that video is gonna go up in 2 days. So you Mill fans who want to play Standard 2020 will have a video very soon in your life. You also have Rally for lethal. That would be pretty spicy. No. Alright, if you're going after Sorin, you don't have lethal. This gives Menace. God, we needed to deal one more damage. I guess widespread brutality would be the nut draw. What's a black, red, white deck called? Mardu. M-A-R-D-U. M-A-R-D-U. Mardu, the Mardu clan. Bunch of barbarians. It's a good draw. Makes the trades even worse for our opponent. They have 2 mana up. We could first play this to test. I mean, they could have Essence Scatter. That doesn't sound right. They haven't had a counter this whole game. They could have Rally. I don't even know if I want this to resolve. So let's just lead on the Baron. What you got? Yeah, they can block up. We'll take a bunch of things down with us. We'll be at the higher life total. That's it? Weird. If they had Rally, they would have had lethal last turn, so they're going to have to top deck it. Okay. Got lifelink, yo. Thinking. Can't grow this. Beefy boy. My God. Pretty sure we're dead now. Pretty sure we're not dead now. Non-army creature. All right, Barons. Go leave a dent in their life total. Then the army you amass deals damage. So this will have Death Touch if one of these is still alive. That's good. In case the opponent wanted to like double block and then make the 5/5. Boom. Yeah, baby. Angrath will instantly amass this, which makes it big enough so that the lifelink takes charge. Butcher can join the fight. Gain 6 life, put you on 1. Swung the game hard. Are we going to 2-0 on this janky Mardu zombie build? Oh yeah, buddy. 2. Oh. Roll, Jank, roll. Roll, Jank. So that game was fun. I felt like we were ahead, then we were behind. The lifelink Hawks after the Unbreakable formation were winning the race, and then we swung it all the way back again with another good top deck. Our opponent definitely missed some of their big payoffs, so we got pretty lucky, but still, it was a fun game just because of the swings. So we want the red, so untapped for sure. We can go red-black without paying the 2 life. We can put off the life payment in case we top deck, like somehow the perfect curve of land. Safara would have gone down though to the Death Touch, right? But would she have saved everybody else? Well, that's bad. Would Safara have saved her team if we did the Widespread Brutality with Death Touch? Would Safara have saved team? Anybody know the answer? I'm curious about that rules question. Judge. Judge. Don't we have a judge here? It makes sense to me that Safara would have saved it because the Death Touch, no? So like the Death Touch damage stays Death Touch damage? All right, let's see if the opponent loves their Paradise Druid enough to take this damage. I should have played this first. That was a mistake. Oopsie. I was obsessed with that question. They lose Indestructible and the damage is on them. Does the source of that damage matter once it's applied? If they don't die right away? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I just have to blow up this Druid. It's gonna make too much mana. Amass away my own creature to draw a card and blow up their Druid. Feels bad, man. But we are working on getting them all back with the Dreadhorde. Judge says I misplayed. Well, no kidding, Judge. Thanks. You think there's a Flash Wolf? There could be. At least there wasn't a Frilled Mystic. I'm ready for my Nissa. The opponent gives it the nice. I mean, hey. You played the ley line. Here it comes. Come at me, bro. Don't think I want those mana dorks, but I want these. Base. See if the opponent can kill me here. It's gonna be close. Like, we go down to 8 if a creature dies because of Midnight Reapers. They have 6 power attacking, and they can pump with ley lines. We take 2 for anything that dies. But the opponent's so close to dead, I'm doing it anyway. So I can kill this creature. I guess that's important enough, right? Mitigating the damage. Because if we get to untap next turn, we should win anyway, I think. It's gonna be close. Yeah, make some mana. What the hell, man? Why not? You're gonna have like 1,000,000 mana next turn? You'll just be dancing. You'll just be celebrating your greatness. Oh, thank goodness we drew these lands. Thank goodness, you guys. Isn't that nice? Isn't that great? We curved up to 6. The deck's like, yeah, curve up to 9. Curve up to 9. This is fine. This is fine. Oh yeah, it's a Crassus, I know. I am aware of what awaits me. I know my fate. Wait a minute, that's not Crassus, it's Yoink. They're yoinking. They're at 3. All I have to do is kill some creatures. If I just trade for anything here, right? They're at 3. Attack here, they block, they take 1. If I attack with both, if I attack with this and they block, they go to 1. So they have to block here. No, they're dead. They're just dead. GG. You yoinked the wrong things, dude. You mis-yoinked. Can't yoink that way. If you yoink it too hard, bad things happen. Mom always warned you about that. 3-0? We got it. We got the 3-0 team. Hype. Congratulations. The janky build smashed it. All right, good job. Nice 3-0. We're gonna have to get a new deck. We're gonna lock this one in. 3-0. That means if you choose to sub or donate next month in October, you'll get like priority queuing. The good records go before the average to weak records next month in the queue. So hands up if you have a deck in the queue. Hands up. Do we have anybody who's waiting to have their deck played? Carpaxia's here, right? I believe Carpaxia is still here, but I like to make sure people are here before I say let's play. Yep, Carpaxia is here. By the way, when I say hands up, you subscribers can use the CGB high emote, which combines with the MTG Nerd Girls emote for the high fives. Ooh, my sub expired. My MTG Nerd Girl sub expired. I'm gonna have to go renew that tonight. But yeah, so use that if you have a deck in the queue. Like you can just do this hands up CGB emote if you have a deck in the queue and you're waiting. Oh hi, Alias. I mean Grotlick. Grotlick's mod. Mods. Alias is mod Grotlick. But Carpaxia, it looks like you're up next. I'm going to go take a quick break. No wait, I'm not. This is gonna be my last deck of the day. I'm gonna power through. So this deck has Resplendent Angel. It looks like your deck is not a new standard deck, so we're going to be playing it in old standard. Normally, I would just push the new standard like thing because that's what I want to play and that's why I need to practice, but you know, you guys are doing your thing. I should have just done that earlier with the vampire deck instead of trying to force it into Dimir. That was my bad. So, you guys want to see this, we'll play it. Let's have a look. This has black in it? What the? You splash black for 2 Sorens, 1 Blade Brand, and you cut a Reckless Rage? You're not even playing the Black Angel. And you're not playing the only card that matters in this color combination, and that's Kalia's Zenith Seeker. So, I don't know if I can approve of the list. This is the only, I know it's a mythic, maybe that's why you're not running it. It's the only card, in my opinion, that matters in Mardu. But hey, we'll go play it. It's your deck. You want to see it playing, we'll play it. What should we sleeve up? We'll flex on him. Flex that level hundo. Mastery pass. Oh my gosh, Dr. Adam converted a Twitch Prime sub to a tier 1 sub. It's a good time to do that. It's half off time. That leg tattoo. That leg tattoo though. Oops, wrong deck. Canceling in 2019. It worked. Unbelievable. Open for suggestions. Kalia. The card is so fun and gorgeous. I love the art. I love everything about it. That's my suggestion. But I would not use a Mythic Wild card on Kalia if you're on any kind of a budget. Yeah, I would still play Sorin. I'd play Sorin and Kalia, but not if you're on any kind of a budget. It's probably not worth it, to be totally real. But I am not on a budget. I put all my all that money that you guys have donated and done with your Twitch subs, I make sure that I have the cards you want me to play. So that's part of what the experience is for a streamer. I want you guys to get to see what you want to see. So yeah, I go out and I throw money at the game, and I don't feel too bad about it either. We'll find more land. We'll find more land. Because now I get to play all the mythic rares for you guys, and I don't just play the same deck every day over and over. So what do we play? Bishop of Wings? Yeah, we'll go for the bishops. Bishop, Bishop, Angel. We'll go for the Bishop, Bishop, Angel, God draw. Make the opponent disrupt it. If you look carefully at settings, cog appears on the cue screen some second before it tells you the match is found. Okay, good to know. Well, hello. Nice to see you. I regret that you won't be joining us for very long. I expect a quick scoop to this epic god draw. Freaking brutal. Kill your thief. Angel. Trigger Bishop of Wings twice. Go to 36. Say goodnight. Sleep well, sweet prince. Close one. Hey, Nighthawk. Yeah, good game. That was what we call one-sided. Whew. When I take a beating like that, the feels are very sad. So I don't feel that great about it. I just kind of try to make jokes, be sarcastic, and over-dramatize it because I don't know how else to kind of handle it. So if it sounds like I'm just being a jackass or a jerk to some of you, it's really because I don't know how to handle that. I know I was just lucky. I know my opponent might be in pain. Is this a 2020 Angels deck? I wish it were, but no. This deck still has some cards, key cards too, like Resplendent Angel in it that are rotating. We can try to adjust it. We can try to adapt it. That could be fun. I don't think I've tried a standard 2020 Angels deck at all. Okie dokie. You think the opponent runs out their feather? What do you think they do? So it's really tempting to try to kill this 10th District Legionnaire before God's willing towards my plan. Plus we need the Scry. I could go for the super greedy Blade Brand play. But we do need to hit our lands. If we fall behind on lands, we just fail. Yeah, I gotta dig up another white source. Mountain, I guess I'll take it. This does leave open Reckless Rage, which we could play now, but I think just having it up is better. If our opponent goes for the feather, at least we have a knockout punch for that. Must be nice to still have those check lands, not having to shock for everything. Try to get the opponent to really commit here. Like a Domri's ambush would make me happy. No, now it wouldn't, right? Too much power and toughness? No, this is resolving. 1, 2, yeah, this is resolving. Blood Crypt into Bishop of Wings? I didn't build the mana base. This is in my deck. Don't laugh at me. Just a sandwich sprint. Nothing too dangerous. I think I will go for this now. I do need to draw my white source. So, this is a good way to make sure I find it. So stressful. Because on the other hand, I can be getting out of Sorin. But I think I've got to go for the white source. My hand is just paralyzed without it. Not good, you guys. Not good. So the Arcanist has to attack to get the value. We could hold this back and see if we can force the opponent into something and then use heroism to kill it. See what happens. Opponent might also be suckered into a Reckless Rage here. Sure. Fine with me. Anything else? The attack only gets a sprint. Like, that's not good. I don't think they'll attack. Just a waste of our mana for a turn, unfortunately. Do we want to play this just to scry? I think I need to. I think that wasting my mana on this turn is just too bad. Ugh. Ugh. Would have kept it anyway. Hate that feeling. Alright, I'm at your mercy. Oh my god. The Mono Black Midrange is your new favorite deck. I found out that the person who made a video before I made it was Legend, so you should also check out his YouTube channel. He beat me to the punch a little bit with that deck. We'll keep the Spellbreaker. Kill the Dreadhorde Arcanist. So if you're not aware of Legend VD, excellent Magic YouTuber. I'll spell the name for you. Maybe a mod can throw a link in channel. But he did the video before I did. I was copying him. I didn't even know it. Because like I said in the video, I don't know where it first came from. I do like my version better because he likes Dread Presence and I hate Dread Presence, but still want to give credit where it's due. No angels. Feels bad, man. See if we can kill a Spellbreaker. May or may not work out. We're gonna test the waters. It's a risky play for sure. Okay. So saving our creature is our whole turn. And it's not a good turn. Sorin can get back the Legionnaire or the Arcanist and be pumped up for next turn, which I guess is kind of what I need to happen. Plus the opponent might attack the Sorin and not me. I feel like this gives us the best chance to bounce back next turn. But the opponent might just kill us. We'll see how the attack goes. Okay, no need to chump block there. Basically bought us a turn because we're at 9. Going any lower, like, not really acceptable with pump spells in the opponent's deck, and probably shock. So now we can bring back the Death Touch card, draw a card at least. But it would be nice to draw an angel. We've got the bishops and no angels this game. It's been absolutely cruel. Can't bring anything back when our power's that low, can we? It's a little bit of a misstep. Gotta try to block one because any pump spell or any shock leaves lethal, so we don't want that. Not necessary. Scry to the top. Brutal. So, I don't know if you guys have realized it, but Bishop of Wings is really terrible. It's the thing is, Resplendent Angel is good, Bishop of Wings is terrible. What is the Death Touch spell for? Don't know. Ask the builder. The opponent has any spell here, I lose anyway. What the hell? Alright, top deck an angel. Terrible. Terrible. Unacceptable. Ah. Alright, 1-1. Alright, once again, bad mana for a bad bishop. Urk. Come on, bishop. Start pulling your weight. Let's go. I guess it should be, well, you might just get shocked. Let's play around shock a little. The deck definitely has some soft cards. I'll do what I would, I'll adjust it at the end. I'll show my, like how I would change it up. Oh, this red deck? God, I haven't missed you at all playing the new event. I had totally forgot this deck existed. This was going so well. Let's play you and have the God's Willing available. Next turn we can do like double Moment of Heroism stuff. Let's also pass. The opponent will try to move something out of the way, or if they just try to attack to force action, we can block here. Steamy McSteamies. That it? Alright, come on, Reckless Rage. So I think here it's just like we want to punch the opponent for a bunch of lifelink. Nothing's going to change playing this land, so let's do it now and get an idea of what's on top of our deck. Excellent. Now we go here. Well, it's unfortunate we had to use this, but we can get it back next turn with the Arcanist if the Arcanist should live. Alright. Game. Game. No, Bishop not a good choice with Mardu. Blood Crypt is a very good land, and if you want your mana to work, you're gonna need to play it. But again, we'll get into it in a minute. Alright, let's do it again. Like probably what's more likely is that Mardu is just a bad call with Bishop of Wings, but we'll see what we can make work. It probably should be red-white, to be honest. You're only splashing like 3 black cards. You're saying that Sorin helped you earlier today, but just your mana's gonna cost you so many more games than Sorin will win you most of the time. Creatures, no pumps. Let's give it a try. Now, eventually, do you plan to have angels in your angels deck, right? That's also a good point. There's Feather and there's Aurelia. That's not... there's also Resplendent. So there's like, what, 10 angels? It's not bad. Could be worse. But Jurassic Park references are always welcome here. We'll keep the Sheltering Light. I'm not sure what we're up against. It could be bad if we're up against a color combination that uses indestructible stuff, but we'll give it a shot. Hey, yeah, take 2. Jund. Ain't you saucy? Please try to kill my 10th District Legionnaire. He's just sitting here with all these protection spells. What you got? It's a big boy. I guess we're down to race. We have a Sorin. All right, let's see if we get to untap from this position or if the opponent has some big plays to make, like Savage Stomp. Discard Regisaur Alpha? Their hand must be gas. I just watched Legends Mono Black mid-range. Mine was more refined. Yeah, I practiced with mine quite a bit. It's funny because comments feel like they have to... Like everybody, like YouTube comments, they feel like they have to pick sides. People being like, I like your deck better, and people being like, Legends deck is so much better, it's not even funny, LOL. Then why'd you LOL? It's you don't have to pick sides. Just be a fan. It's all good. I think that I mean, that's typical YouTube comments, right? Pretty much bringing on maximum levels of scum. All right. What's the play? We got this Rotting Regisaur that we have to block. We don't have a good way to solve it unless our Legionnaire gets big enough. To chump it away with a Bishop, then Sorin could get back a Bishop. I would love for Sorin to actually live. I just don't think that there's a really good chance for that to happen. So I actually think what I have to do is use Sorin here. And get back an Angelic Vampire in Aurelia. And say go. Does this have Vigilance now? It gains Vigilance if it's white. Okay. We got Vigi. We're a vigilant creature. Opponent might be scared here. See, the bad thing is we'll have to chump the Regisaur, but so I actually, if I'm the opponent, I might have taken that chump block, but it depends on their hand, of course. If they have like a Regisaur Alpha, we're in so much trouble, it's not even funny. They discard a Ceratops. Yeah, they've got something powerful. They top deck that land. That doesn't have haste. It's very big, but does not have haste. All right, let's try to scry our way to victory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can't get big enough to kill the Regisaur. This is where I'd actually take that Death Touch card. Another God's Willing. You don't do it. we have enough white if we find Resplendent Angel to cast it as well? So Resplendent Angel is probably the best thing we could hit, because we gain 4 life. Forgot what I was doing. We need to choose black. Okay. We still need to chump the Galta with something. I guess Aurelia should plus Aurelia's own self to get in there. It's not going to be a very fun turn sequence. We basically need running top decks to give ourselves a chance. Our opponent needs to brick a little bit. Hey, French! 2007 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, my friend. Give it up. A little bit of hype. Thanks again for the deck. Thanks for the support. I do my best. So the opponent kind of spared us with one of those attacks. We can do something like this, and then we have 7 in the air. Top deck land is lethal. Actually, it's just lethal, right? Because of Mentor. If all stays equal, we win. Why no Angel token? We gained 4 life, not 5. Gotta read the cards. We got him. We got him, team. 4, Mentor, 8. And just to make it really count. Wow, that was a tough one. So we did go 3-1, which feels nice. Feels nice. All right, I'm gonna work on my standard 2020 take on the deck. Yeah, you guys thought I was done when that Regisaur and that Galtor beat me down, didn't you? So, like, if we're going to 2020 it, we have to take out cards like Reckless Rage and Resplendent Angel, which is going to drive us to a very different place with the deck. Just be prepared for that. If you're going to stick with a version that isn't 2020 proof, then I think you've got to have your 4th Reckless Rage. I think it's so much better than Moment of Heroism or Bloodbrand. I think it's a lot better. Sure, you might play Esper Control sometimes and feel like it's dead, but like, otherwise, you're just doing nothing against creatures. That's the feels bads. I would really just try to push this down a place that wasn't Mardu. I know you like the Sorin, but it doesn't mean... Let's see. Godless Shrine is fine. Blood Crypt. Oh, it's a really small splash, too. I mean, it's a little flare. I get that the Mardu, having a little bit of black is a little bit of flare, but if you want the best of the deck, I just wouldn't go there. But let's try 2020ing it now, shall we? You're out. You're out. Unfortunately, you're out. I do like the Sorins. We got Aurelia. We probably need a lot more Aurelia. And to make the Angel thing still pay off, we need Seraph of the Scales, which arguably could be in there now. And we need my favorite card, and, well, at least my favorite art. Let's put it that way. Heroism trigger Resplendent. I know. And Resplendent's rotating. You can't use it. In about a week's time, you can no longer use that deck and that card in Standard. So that's why we're not going to focus on it anymore. I know. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. So now the deck doesn't have much removal. So how do we kill things? I don't think the Death Touch is really where it's at. We don't have anything that like reaches out and damages through the Death Touch. Unless we have Death Touch and Seraph of the Scales. Moment of Heroism, it doesn't do it anymore. Because we don't have Resplendent. So we need cards to actually play with Feather. We've got God's Willing. What else should we run? We have too many creatures too. Dreadhorde Arcanist, if we don't have the right cards to get back, isn't very good. So this might actually need the cut. If you're going to play Bishop of Wings and 10th District Legionnaire, it might come back if we can find the right cards to play. We probably don't need 4. 3 just to make sure that we're finding feather more often can be fine. Really, you should play Naya. Gird for battle. Gird is strong. Gird's pretty strong. Shock. I mean, Shock's okay, just not very exciting at all. Doesn't actually work with very much, so I don't like it. We don't have like a fight thing, but we have integrity, which is like Shock, but it's in the form of pump spell that can reach out and kill things. So maybe that's something we can play. Just be hyper aggro. I do want the Dreadhorde Arcanist back. Now that we're not triggering Resplendent Angel, I just don't even know if Bishop with Wings is worth it, but I'm at least going to trim 1 to 3. What do we got for Angels? We have 11. It's pretty good for Kalia hits. So what's the cuts? 24 land is fine. 25 creatures is still a little high. I honestly just think you don't play Bishop of Wings anymore. I think that the payoffs for being Angels, I think Kalia is a better payoff than Bishop. A little bit of life gain is nice and all, but now that we're not triggering Resplendent Angel and there's no kind of aggro mold to it, I think this is just strictly worse. I think we're just a lot better being more of a feather deck. So I'd play something like this in the new standard. I'd play something like this. I also think we need more black sources. Don't think we have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't really do it for me. Now that we cut the Angel, we're not in the same kind of horrible predicament with white mana, but we have Temple of Silence, which is a good one. And I think we can run 4. I think that running 8 Temples is okay. Every now and then it's going to mess up our curve. I think that's just life. And we don't have anything that requires more than 1 red. So what's our red count like? 4, 8, 11? It's not a great red count, but can give it a try. White, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, wait, we've got Blood Crypt. I forgot to count Blood Crypt. We're fine. We're at 15. Yeah, 15's good. 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19 white. So we can cut 2 planes here. It kind of looks weird to have the 1 mountain when we want double white for feather. But since we have Temple of Silence, it's like misleading how much white we actually have. So that's where I'd be. We don't have nearly as much removal as I'd like for a deck like this, but we have Seraph of the Scales, which can gain Death Touch. We have Integrity Intervention, which can reach out and deal 3 damage to something. And we have a very aggressive stance with Gird for Battle and God's Willing to use with Arcanist, District Legionnaire, Kalia. I like it. I like it. Alright guys, that's going to conclude my stream today. So special thanks to absolutely everyone who sent a deck for me to play. Even if I end up like sounding like I don't like your deck and I'm picking on it, it's all part of the experience. It doesn't mean I hate you. I totally understand the difference between a deck and something else. And sometimes I get surprised. Sometimes decks I don't like as much do well. So thanks to everybody for participating. Tuesday is really about you guys participating and putting up with me misplaying, butchering, and tearing your deck apart in front of everybody. You guys are champs, and at least for that moment, I have to play whatever you tell me to. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to test more new standard before Fandom Legends coming up on Thursday. And as always, you will catch me on YouTube. Check out those videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.
special with you. But sometimes you just